think of money as like you need an abundant amount of money to live your best life. Would you say finances and becoming financially independent is in your top 3 goals in life?
Yeah.
You?
I don't know yet.
He doesn't know yet.
Okay. I think the book just basically goes to say you don't actually need millions. Why do you want a lot of money? If you could I know this is a very hard question, so you can think about it, but if you could pinpoint it to one thing.
Freedom. That's literally, if I was to define it, it's just freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's freedom. But
Are you not free now?
And I don't think we are free.
So you want to live impulsively?
You want to live freely. This is the problem of our generation. We don't want to work hard. We just want things quick.
For you to become a digital nomad, for a company to trust you enough to be like, be wherever you want, just get the work done. You have to have credibility.
Yeah.
Like you can actually do it. Yes, some people need guidance because they actually have no idea what to do. Fair enough. I feel like a lot of the time you just need to jump in and then figure it out. You know, there's that thing where we discount our future self. So, you know how we say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. It's like, you kind of just don't care about your future self.
Hello there, everybody. I hope you're doing very well. I wanted to do that really loud for a reason, yeah. Firstly, thanks for joining us. And yeah, we are in this setting. And yes, it is a book club. It is a book club episode. And I can't wait to get this started. There's 2 people that are joining me right now in this conversation. One you can already see and another one you can't see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure everyone has an introduction. I'm Zach, if this is the first time you're watching.
I'm Yahya, if this is the first time you're watching.
And I'm Eamon.
Lovely. And today...
I feel like we don't really say our names on our
Yeah, I know.
podcast.
You know what? Right at the beginning, you know what we used to have?
A little
courtesy to like, obviously, the person that's amazing and is currently on the podcast. He does amazing things for us.
He used to edit and put our names. But
yeah, he used to put our names there. But
no one knows who we are. Unless,
genuinely.
Yeah, it's just like you come on this podcast. Let's say like people actually enjoy it. No one knows my name, bro.
They couldn't.
Yeah, but that thing only lasts for a split second. So.
Yeah, so what we currently do, and we have a lot of these conversations with Eamon, is we go back and forth regarding how things should look. Then again, do you have expertise in anything to do with branding or anything to do with...
Absolutely not.
And I don't either, to be fair. I just
Neither do I.
Huh?
Neither do I.
We're finished. Yeah, we could be finished. However, the great thing about today is, and the amazing thing about today is, it's a book club episode. We're back. We haven't had anything on there. So firstly, we do sincerely apologize to you guys for taking this very long hiatus. But we're back and I can't wait to get it started. And also, if this is the first time you come in here, subscribe. Anyway, what book are we going through today?
I believe we are talking about the 4-hour work week.
And this is your recommendation.
Is it?
Yeah, you're the one that...
Sounds about right. Have you read the book?
I have read the book.
All of it?
I have read quite a bit of the book.
How'd you find it?
Very informational, educational, and yeah, I think you look at your life and you're just like, there's a lot of what is in this book that you can implement in your life. And I think Eamon can do the same as well.
Have you seen LeBron James when he gets asked about a book?
No.
No? Eamon?
No.
He's basically not read the book and he gets questioned and he goes, that's my favorite saying. Yeah, anyway.
That's everything Zach would do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was your question?
My question is, well, it wasn't really a question. I literally just said, the 4-hour work week.
Yeah.
It was a book that you recommended that we should go through. And this is the second episode of Book Club.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I feel like we've done more because we did one and we didn't post it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4-hour work week. Yes.
We've done quite a bit of that.
What?
Recording and not uploading.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've tried to read this book and I've got like the main bits out of it, but I haven't actually read it from beginning to end.
Okay. Do you do that with many books?
No.
Is it?
Yeah. So I really liked like the stuff that the books mentions based on like summaries and like I will open up a random page and like read into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think it's written very well. Did you find that as well?
I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of it is very heavy. Yeah, you're right. It's like it feels like you're reading a textbook.
Yeah, it's like you want to make a point, just make it in few sentences, but it kind of it's
And
very
thick,
long-winded.
It's proper thick. You see how big it is?
I can't even remember, but yeah, man, I just hate it when people take too long to explain things. But the book is good.
It is. There's a lot that we can digest and use in our lives.
Eamon, have you read it?
No.
So it's lovely. So I'll drive this conversation, and you know what? I think we'll do this, and it's good for the viewers as well. It's good for the guys at home. When we do go through this, let's make sure we can like do real life examples as well. So like any point that I'll speak about, there will be something within your perspective, Eamon, and also your head's perspective, and how you could live by certain things, or maybe you already live by certain things.
Yeah.
But the reality is, we all want to be better people, and we all want to improve and grow. Eamon says quite a lot of great things, but he's also sighing right now and looking at me in a very weird way. But it's fine, because the theme of the book is that we want to live a life. No, sorry, we want to live the life. No, sorry, the life that we want is closer than we think it is.
I
Interesting.
think
That's
a
the
good way
theme
to
of the
start
book.
it. Yeah, and
How close?
Now,
subjective.
very subjective.
But I think it just goes to show, like, when we think about, okay, would you say finances
Yeah.
and becoming financially independent is in your top 3 goals in life?
Yeah.
You? Yes. So the point is,
Don't answer for me. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. I don't know yet.
He doesn't know yet.
okay. I'd like to think for most people, it's one of the big priorities in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we think of money as like you need an abundant amount of money to live your best life. And I think the book just basically goes to say you don't actually need millions. Question for you. Why do you want a lot of money? If you could I know this is a very hard question, so you can think about it, but if you could pinpoint it to one thing.
Freedom. That's literally. If I was to define it, it's just freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's freedom. But
Are you not free now?
And I don't think we are free.
it's freedom to do kind of what you want when you want.
When you want, yeah.
Yeah. So like if I want to book a flight tomorrow to Algeria,
I don't need to book annual leave.
yeah, that kind of thing. Or
So you want to live impulsively?
You want to live freely. Literally, the definition of freedom is to be able to
I
do what you
think-
want when you want.
for you to be able to actually think about your impulsive decisions. Like if I make an impulsive decision now, I shouldn't act on it straight away.
So you have the freedom to choose whether or not you act on impulse
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
based on the money you have.
I like that. Yeah. And it basically speaks about how it's not actually far-fetched.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I feel like once you hit a certain amount of money per month, you start realizing like, wow, I don't actually need that much.
It becomes,
the law of
it
diminishing
becomes-
returns.
Your lifestyle increases.
The law of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
You want to explain that, Eamon?
Just sounds good, doesn't it? I think in brief, not a proper definition. It's just the best way to put it, I think, is once you get to a specific level in life, anything extra is just extra.
Yeah,
Mm.
it doesn't bring you that same level
It
of
doesn't bring you that
utility.
joy or that happiness or
Yeah.
that fulfillment.
Yeah, I think Nasser was saying it in the episode last week. It
Yeah.
was like, I can't remember the exact example, but once you reach a certain stage,
Yeah.
everything additional is kind of just, you don't get that same happiness. It was like, oh, if you make, that first
The
10,000
dopamine,
pounds,
the
Yeah,
dopamine's not the same.
hit,
We
it's not
don't,
the same.
yeah,
no.
it's different. So when you make that first £10,000, bro, I remember when I first made £100. Oh my days.
You have like a million plans on how you're going to
I
spend
was
£100, yeah.
Oh my God. But now it's like,
Now you're making money
£100.
and you're not even
£100
planning
goes
where
a
the
day,
money's
man.
going.
A day.
The money just goes.
yeah. So yeah, like the book, a lot of the theme is you don't actually need as much money to get freedom.
Yeah.
You need to do things, i.e., and we'll cover it, delegating, and working. In fact, let's go through the is it the 8 key
I think the
themes?
first thing that we need to go through is the two types of people. You have the deferrers and you have the new rich, and that's what Tim Ferris tries to go through. He tries to categorize people in two different ways.
What were they?
So old school and new school. So deferrers
Someone who
They
differs.
defer life, and then you have the new rich. So
Okay.
people that live their life in a certain way.
Yeah.
And he also defines it as old school people and new school people.
Okay.
Bear in mind, and when I was looking at this, I was looking at the context behind the book. It came out in 2006, 2007, just before the economic crash.
Yeah.
And only now do I believe that people embody the 4-hour work week lifestyle. I think a lot of people during that time, he was like a pioneer, I think, for this idea of living, and I'll explain it as we go along. But the deferrers is basically like our parents' generation.
Yeah.
That are like
Not all of them,
No, I think a lot.
but some people from that.
Yeah, I think the
generation.
majority. I think people within our community, in terms of,
Within our community, like, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that were not deferrers. Yeah.
I think a lot of that generation is.
I still don't get Ferris, bro. What is it?
So the deferrers is basically people that sacrifice life for retirement. Do you understand? So they'll work their whole lives.
They
as
give
their-
up their time for
They
money.
give up their time for money. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going very quick.
Oh, sorry. I didn't actually, because I.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So they'll like
They're the
they'll
Ferrers.
live like the lifestyle that's sold to us when we go to school and university and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Live and work for 30 to 40 years,
Paycheck.
pay a pension, retire at 65,
Yeah.
and work really hard whilst you're physically strong.
Yeah.
So that
Can I call? I'm gonna give that a name. The
What?
standard life formula.
the standard life formula. Thank you, Eamon. And then you have the new rich that live the retired lifestyle their whole lives, basically, where they're a lot more mobile and flexible, and they lived the life of remote working before it became a thing.
Mm.
So, like I was saying, this book came out 2006, 2007. If at that time you said, I'm going to work from the Maldives,
Like, huh?
they'd be like, what?
Yeah. Bro, even
But now
like,
people do it.
it's because of COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's made people realize like working from home is actually
Viable.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can actually do it. But as much as we have gone through an economic crisis because of COVID, and we're probably going to go through even worse with the economy,
Mm-hmm.
based on this definition, I think there are a lot more rich people. What do I mean by that? There are a lot more people with time on their hands.
Mm.
Like for me, I have so much more freedom compared to pre-COVID.
Okay.
Like I've just got a lot more. Well, I wouldn't say I've got a lot more time. I've got a lot more time to do things that interest me.
Okay.
You have more control of the time you have.
Yeah, and like with this whole thing of like remote working, you kind of can be wherever.
No, yeah, I'll be real. I think genuinely, for people at home that don't know Yahya, I think he embodies the 4-hour work week
I try, man.
Oh my
And you're-
god, this guy to the T.
to the T. And you
It's like,
understand
yeah,
it
guys, today I'm coming at 4 and I have to leave
at
at
5:30
5:30
on the dot.
pronto.
Yeah,
And do you know what time he leaves?
5:30 on the dot.
Because he's got something else to do.
For 30.
But if you see it, for example, the new rich, they're also like, they're not reliant on work. Work works for them.
Yeah, 100%.
And the next thing I'm going to go through is like the 8 different ways that the new rich are
Yeah.
and what they live by.
Yeah.
This is what Tim Ferris says.
Question for you.
Yeah.
You guys like work remotely
I do.
every day, or
I don't.
Every day.
No, I don't.
you never work remotely? You have to go into the
I don't have to, but I like to go.
I never used to, but now I do. So within
5 days a week.
5 days a week I'm at home.
Do you feel like you're more free?
Yes and no.
Don't worry, man. It's not
We
watching.
don't talk about them things, big man.
Nah, yes and no. Yes and no.
You like you don't have to wake up as early.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
It saves the time for travel.
Yeah.
Zach wakes up early
Saves-
anyways.
That's true. My
It
guy
saves
wakes
time
up
and
at
money.
6 a.m. It saves time. It saves money.
And money,
when you get back home, if you do go to work, you're actually you're just very tired.
Yeah.
So you save up on that time as well.
Yeah.
But it's
I
the
see-
opposite for Zach. After work, like he's active. He'll come buck you
Extrovert.
wherever. He'll come meet you wherever you are.
Yeah, he's extrovert.
The problem
Yeah.
is with me now, I don't just do one thing.
Mm.
Like, I think two of
Talking
the
to the
things that I
mic.
do, I also tutor. And tutoring, when I actually have to be there present physically,
Mm.
takes a lot of the energy. 'cause
Yeah,
I have
talking to the
travel
mic, talking
sometimes
to the
and
mic.
So on and so forth. Sorry?
Talking to the mic.
Okay, I apologize.
Oh,
But-
bring it
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think some of the main thing that I do doesn't really require much of me traveling anywhere,
Mm.
apart from when there's events. And for example, this weekend, this week during the week, I'll be going to Birmingham for like a team away day like I have to travel all the way up there
Yeah.
for 2 days, then come back down. Like that's gonna be like a lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to do that, innit? But in
Yeah.
terms of the majority of the time, I'm at home.
Yeah, I think if you're not like a client-facing person in your job, or you don't have to travel much, you actually have more freedom than you think. Like if you're doing like a technical role,
See, that's I think
they get told.
What do you mean by
this.
technical? Because there's a lot of different types of
So it
technical
could
role.
be like-
a plumber is a technical role.
Okay, so
that's a vocational role.
I mean,
Still technical.
it's a what role?
Vocational, yeah.
Oh, big words. I mean more like if you're like into data or coding,
Yeah.
those sorts of technicalities. Like you're told, okay, we need this by this day.
Information technology. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
digital nomad generation.
digital nomad.
I love that word, by the way.
Very cool.
I love that word. And I
Yeah.
think I love people that embody that.
Yeah, like I think this is actually like a very good way to put it. Those guys are the new rich.
Yeah.
Like they can be mobile, and they're getting paid, and they have a lot of free time, and they do get paid
Yeah.
decent money.
Now the eight definitions basically of the new rich
Yeah.
are so you've got the first one, which is interest and energy are cyclical. And I think the way that he puts it in the book is where taking periods of rest during the year is really important. Don't just work. We were having this conversation. Don't just work, no matter what. And then, and for you to then like have the rest when you're retired.
Mm.
Because
That's dead.
A, it's not productive.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us, our parents' generation think this. I think they believe that the more you work, the more productive you're being.
Mm.
But you're not.
Mm. You only get a few bursts of actual productivity.
Productivity. Yeah.
But I think the type of jobs they were doing,
Required manual labor.
yeah. So the more you work, the more productive you're being.
No, the more you work, the more money you earn.
By their definition,
Yeah.
they are being productive.
It's not
Because productivity
productivity.
for them is earning money.
But is productivity just earning money?
For them, it was.
Now, this is where there's the difference between the new rich and the Ferris. Because the new rich, like you were saying,
Time. Say like you. That.
no, like, and you, like you was time and money.
Yeah. So you're being efficient with
Yeah.
your
But
life.
for example, if I was to ask you this question, what's more important to you, time or money?
Time.
Okay. So with that definition, would that work for you? The definition of working constantly, no breaks. That wouldn't work for you.
No, of course not.
Cool. So our generation, and we want to be in the new rich. I don't think I am, but I don't think you probably are. But with that definition, we want more time, basically, to do what we want and what interests us.
Yeah. And okay, so let's talk about how you actually free time and not lose money.
Yeah.
Because I think the book does.
It's
give
gonna
you-
go in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me just go into the second thing.
Let's go.
The second thing is less is not lazy.
Less is not lazy. I
Yeah.
love that.
So leverage time so that you can get accelerated results with only a small amount of time used.
Bro.
Here we go.
That's like
my-
Yahya's favorite thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Honestly, my thing in life is if you can't do something, get someone else to do it. So, for example,
She
if-
can't set up the mics.
Get
Aiming
Eamon
to
to
do
do it.
no, honestly, like, okay, this is my life advice. Okay, as someone starting out with anything,
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm successful, whatever, but just from what I've seen, yeah, my life advice is become very good at something, earn a lot of money with that thing, even though like at first it takes time to become good at it. Whatever it is, like if you're coding, if you're in data, if you're whatever it is, just become very good at it.
Mhm.
Get clients or do like contracting, save a good amount of money, and then with that capital, start putting it into things that can make you more money. For example,
Property.
property is one of them. If you want to build e-commerce website or like an app or whatever, you don't need to know how to do it. And this is what people get wrong. Like for me, I don't know how to start an e-com website, I guarantee you, if I wanted to, I can get it done within like a short time frame because I will hire people that know how to do it.
Yeah, but you have to put yourself in a situation or in a position where you can actually hire people in it.
That's where the capital comes from.
Yeah.
That's why you have to like either
You have to work hard before.
Yeah. Of course, but I think this is the problem of our generation. We don't want to work hard. We just want things quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because everyone wants to be a digital nomad.
And we want it quick. You can be that, but we just want it quick. We want it tomorrow.
That with
yeah, but a lot of people think that you can just be a digital nomad overnight and then...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't, like, for you to become a digital nomad, for a company to trust you enough to be like, be wherever you want, just get the work done. You have to have credibility.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually do it. But yeah, man, like, if you don't know how to
Reminds me of that scene in Suits. I don't know if you guys watched it.
Which one?
Basically, Harvey's like to Mike, yeah.
When he comes out with the briefcase of weed.
No, not that. He's like, I can come in whenever I want because when I was at your stage, I showed everyone else who's boss.
Yeah.
And when I got to my stage, no one's questioning who's boss. They know who's boss.
Yeah.
So I can come in when I want, but you have to come in on time.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah. And you have to prove yourself and earn the trust of the people you're working with.
No, 100%. And but like, for example, one of the things of many things that I like stopped doing vlogs on YouTube is it just consumed too much time. Like I would record it, edit it, and publish it all by myself. Sometimes like it will take the whole day to just edit.
This stuff takes ages, man.
Yeah, people think editing is just like...
It's a 12-minute video, oh wow.
No, it's not even that. You might see a 30-second video, but that took hours
of work
to get the shots right, the music right, whatever.
Look, Eamon's face is just like, I know.
Yeah, these guys get it.
You know what it's like.
Yeah, I'm with him all the time.
It's nuts, but... So that was one of the reasons why I stopped. But now I said to myself, on my next trip, I'm getting like a cameraman.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him to just... Imogen, do that.
Where you going?
I don't know yet. But like honestly, I just want someone to come.
Wait, what?
No, I want because look,
Eamon's been hired on set. Flip it up. What's going on here?
I'm very sentimental, so like I want to capture videos, even if I don't even upload it on YouTube. But I just want it to be recorded so I can watch it with my friends. Like,
well, so you've got P's like that, yeah. So you're just gonna hire a cameraman to get videos.
For me,
sentimentality.
It's like, no,
you know, like the iPhone does a pretty good job. Just take videos on your iPhone.
No, it's not.
But he doesn't want. What he doesn't.
I want a cameraman right there, and me and my boys are eating,
Yeah.
and someone makes a funny joke that we will never like forget in like 10 years because of that shot.
So what he wants is somebody to do the things that he doesn't want to do.
I just want, like, so in this case, I want someone to record like the everything, and it goes back to like what you just said. Everyone spends a lot of money in something that they like. Like for some people it's shoes, for some people it's cars, for some people it's like home design or whatever. For me, it's like
memories.
So I don't mind paying a lot of money. That's why I travel a lot. Like I don't mind paying a lot of money for memories. So if I can pay, honestly, I went to America last year for 3 weeks and that whole trip cost me about 5. But I was like...
$5,000.
I don't know if I should bleep that out.
That's fine.
Okay. It cost me like, 5. But it was like 3 weeks and we were traveling from state to state to state to state.
Okay.
I swear to you, if someone said to me, you're going to have to pay 10 grand for that experience,
you still do it.
I would do it. That was the best experience of my whole life. That was so sick.
But now if you didn't have a video for that, it would feel less of a novelty. Like you couldn't look back at it.
But he knows that it was sick, whether he's looking at the video or not.
Yeah, it's a bonus. I'd love to watch it all back. I'd love to. But I didn't vlog as much.
That you wanted.
Yeah,
I'm completely on the opposite side. If I'm somewhere and I'm enjoying it,
I don't want to record it.
Bro, I'm not trying to add no like...
But then how do you like look back
technology?
at it?
Bro, I can look back in my head.
No, you can't though.
I can't, bro.
Yes,
you can't look back at every single like moment, but you can remember flashes and stuff.
That's not good enough, bro.
Nah, man.
I'll be honest with you. My secondary school, which I went to 5 years, I went to secondary for 5 years. I can probably give you 10 memories right now off the top of my head that I can remember. Unless someone brings up, oh, do you remember that time? I probably won't even remember it.
Yeah.
But like when it's captured and it's there.
The theme is basically create systems that make your life easier.
Mm.
Full stop. So if you look at AI now, I think AI has come at a time that is perfect. Everybody's remote working. Everybody wants more time. They already have more time, but I want even more time.
Yeah.
So let's say they were copywriting before at home, or they were doing like admin type things at home or whatever. Now they can use AI that can make their life go from working, I'd probably say 2-3 hours a day. It's definitely not 8 hours a day. To now.
Yeah, no one working from home is working 8 hours a day.
No, of course, people are always working 8 hours a day from home.
Apart from Zach.
Of course. And yeah, he's always working 8 hours a day.
Talking to the mic, please.
Yeah.
Always.
But yeah, so AI, for example, I started.
You know, when you look at him, you're talking away from the mic and it doesn't sound good.
Okay, I apologize. I have a bad habit. Let me create a system for that. Can you hold my mic for me, please?
Delegate.
Yeah. Anyway, AI, for example, I came across this new thing called Midjourney.
Oh,
Have you heard of it?
of course.
It's not new.
You
The
obviously.
new version is new.
The new version is new.
But it's so cool.
Yeah.
No, they've released like a new version and it is insane.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brunel was using it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to make,
I saw
to make
that.
photos. Yeah.
It looks so like real,
Yeah. So
Looks hyper realistic.
hyper
it
realistic.
looks a bit too.
Doesn't look real
Yeah.
because I can tell the difference.
You can, but it's very impressive.
Like if at a glimpse, it will catch you out.
Yeah,
Can they create thumbnails?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably, innit?
You can try, but it's not going to be that good. It doesn't really
For
work
now.
well with text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just photography.
Photo, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways you can automate things. Like, you know, from a work perspective, I don't know exactly what you guys do, but you can actually just create like, let's say there's a,
No, you know what we do.
I don't, as in
I
from a
work in
computer
charity,
perspective.
and he.
I don't know what that means.
I'm a graphic designer.
So I'm a fundraiser.
Okay, do you need to email people?
Yeah.
Do you need to like download some data on anything just to like see how much money you've raised or stuff like that?
Not really. That's not my side.
Okay. Like, I'm sure there's some manual tasks that you have to do, even if it's like a small part of it,
Yeah.
that you do like consistently, whether it's every day, every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
And I use AI for it.
So what I'm... Do you
I'm not gonna lie, there is a way.
What do
Yeah.
you use?
Yeah.
What is it that you do?
Sometimes I
constantly?
have to do like Instagram captions and
Oh yeah, he
Telegram
does.
messages,
Yeah.
and I just get
So you talk to us
ChatGPT to
using
do it.
ChatGPT, yeah?
Not
No wonder,
really, not
sometimes
to you
like,
lot.
that's not Eamon.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Or emails, like you said. It will structure
Yeah,
the
so
email
like-
for you perfectly, and then you just tweak it as you need.
There's actual like bots you can create to do things. So for example, if I kept on doing something every single week, for like a report or something, and I'd always have to go on this website and press this button and download the data and do that. You can literally create bots of code that will just, you run it and you actually watch it in real action. Like, oh, it's clicking that, it's downloading that. Like, it's
They're
crazy.
They're like macros, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Coding, man.
Are we still on number 2?
Yeah, quite a bit, innit? But it's fine because timing is never right.
Got bear time.
Ironically, timing is never right, according to Tim Ferris.
Oh, wow. That was a nice way of...
Timing is never right.
Never right.
So it's never the right time to do something
Thank
you want
you.
to do,
You just
guys.
have to execute. You know, you
Just
live by
do it.
this. You just have to execute and figure it out.
Yeah, we spoke about that just earlier, innit?
Yeah.
It's so true, man.
But then the problem is that with that is sometimes you can execute a lot, but with not, but the value decreases because you're executing a lot.
There's a cycle. I forgot the cycle, but it goes something like this. You have planning, you have execution, reviewing, and then it goes back again, innit? Or maybe there's 4 stages in the cycle.
What's that for?
It's just
Timing.
doing tasks
Yeah.
in general. So you plan for your task, you do the task, and then you review what you did.
Yeah.
And technically every time that process is meant to get quicker and quicker, and you reduce errors because you've reviewed your task. So
Is that the recommended approach you should take when executing?
it's just
Or
It's
one
just
of the recommended?
one of the recommended. It's not, you don't have to do it. But
Yeah.
if you actively sit down and plan,
Yeah.
like for me, I'll plan a poster,
Yeah.
make the poster,
Yeah.
and then I'll review it with someone.
But do you do that subconsciously, or are you doing that because you've been advised this is what you should do?
Some people don't do it. I never used to do it. So I started doing it, and then it becomes a subconscious thing.
Because I think, a lot of things people try and make it into a science when it's actually better off as an art. And what I mean by that is, let's say you wanted to start a business. Yes, some people need guidance because they actually have no idea what to do. Fair enough. But I feel like a lot of the time you just need to jump in and then figure it out, as opposed to, okay, this is what we're going to do, guys. Step 1, this, that. Step 2, this, that. Step 3, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's just like jump in, and subconsciously you will actually realize you're actually doing all of these things anyway. But I think it can be a little bit of a deterrent where
It's the fear.
I think when there's
all of
no
these
cookie cutter, like you have more freedom to be creative as well.
yeah,
So when you just jump in, you might come up with ways that, or might come up with
There's
methods
one
that
quote,
no one else
yeah.
came up with,
yeah,
and then that makes you stand out a bit more.
Yeah. The main quote that Tim says is that waiting for someday will take your ideas to the grave.
yeah, because you just feel like it's, there's that thing where we discount our future self. So you know how we say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. It's like you kind of just don't care about your future self. Oh, that guy, like he can do everything.
You're delegating to yourself.
You're delegating to your future self.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I'll exercise tomorrow.
That guy never comes, bro.
Yeah, they ain't gonna come, man.
Like tomorrow comes, it's like, okay, cool, I'll just do that tomorrow.
And the tomorrow you hates the yesterday you for giving him tasks.
Yeah, you just lost me with that, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so
I didn't get it, but I got it.
if there's dishes to be done and I tell myself I'll do them tomorrow,
Oh yeah.
tomorrow I'm gonna tell myself, why didn't I do it yesterday?
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm
this
saying?
goes back to Atomic Habits, combining the episodes. If you have like something big that you need to do,
Break it up.
just nibble at it, like slowly, get it out of the way.
Get started.
Yeah, like for example, if I clean my house and I see like there's a tissue there, don't wait until there's another tissue. Just move that tissue. So every time it's just like
And what you'll find is that you're not going to get a massive accumulation of tissues and your house won't look messy.
exactly.
Splendid.
Oh God. But yeah, man.
There's this fourth one I don't really understand.
Yeah.
And I think you may understand, to be fair. Seek forgiveness rather than permission.
I don't get it.
I
But
see it in a different context, though.
I'll get it.
How do you
I remember
understand?
getting it when I read it at the time.
I don't understand it.
I don't get it right now.
This is the only one I don't understand.
Basically, sometimes, right, you get ideas in your head, but these ideas rely on approval from other people that you work with, maybe. So I have an idea and I want to implement it, but my first instinct is to ask my boss, can I do this?
Okay.
Right. And he might just shut me down straight away because he's not seen anyone do it, or he doesn't know what it is, whatever. Sometimes you just do the thing that comes to your head, right? And it works out.
Yeah.
And if it works out,
Great.
fireworks, sunshine, rainbows, whatever.
If it doesn't,
If it doesn't, seek forgiveness. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I watched the movie yesterday. Air.
Okay.
Have you heard of what Air's about?
No.
You know Michael Jordan?
Nike
Yeah.
Air.
Oh,
The
right.
Jordans.
Yeah.
It's a story behind how the Jordans came about.
Okay.
And the guy that, I know it's crazy to think about now, yeah. Like it's about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. But Nike were going through a period where no one was wearing the trainers. Everyone was wearing Converses and Adidas. I know it's crazy to think about now, yeah.
Are those Adidas?
These are Crocs.
Oh, just random.
Yeah.
Okay. They
People,
look like Yeezys.
no. Although, anyway.
Influenced.
Yeah, people either wearing Converse,
Yeah.
they had the huge market share, or Adidas. Anyway, this guy saw Michael Jordan as an 18-year-old, and he hadn't even gone to the NBA. And they were like, this guy is the guy that I want to invest the money in. Everyone was looking at him like a crazy guy. Like, what do you mean? Like, whatever. So he ended up just investing in the guy without the board's approval. The CEO approved it because he was like his friend and whatnot, but the board didn't approve it. And then after that, like obviously it worked and so on and so forth. They all became rich and whatever. But if he hadn't acted on the feeling that he got, he wouldn't have been in the position that he was in. So now I understand what it means by...
Yeah. No, I think, like you just gotta throw yourself in there and you'll figure it out. And for me, I tend to do things without involving others. So like, I don't like the idea of everyone knowing I'm starting this new clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
I just like doing it on the...
Are you starting a new clothing brand?
No, I might invest in some.
Cool.
But I wouldn't.
I have some ideas.
I just don't like. I think I've said this before. I just don't like people knowing what I'm getting up to.
Why though? Is it fear?
Is it fear?
It's kind of mad because he was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's fear. It's just more like, you know what you said about you have an idea, just go and do it. If you have an idea and you vocalize it, there's just that risk of you being put off.
Okay.
And for me, it's just like, I don't want to be, like, I don't want to be talked out of this, even if it's like an accident. Like, I don't want to hear someone say, oh, but that's going to be difficult because
X,
blah, blah,
Y, and
and
Z.
it's going to be like, that's true.
And then it's your subconscious telling you.
Yeah, then it's like, oh, is this even worth it? But it's like, if you're just doing it like on your own or a very small group of people, then it's like, oh, okay, you just see what happens. If it fails, great, you still learn.
And nobody knows about it.
And nobody knows about it. If it does well, still like, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. But some people find that telling people what they're doing helps them motivate themselves even more.
Maybe. And
Yeah, it works for some.
Each
No, you see that on Instagram all the time. It's like, hey guys, I'm going to start doing XYZ every single day of the week. And if I don't do it,
Hold me accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's called a commitment device. So
Ooh.
like, it's when you do things to ensure that you don't mess about. So for example, if you have a gym partner, every time you go to the gym, every time you don't want to go to the gym, they're like, come on, man.
it's like a coping mechanism in it. You use.
There you go.
Yeah, that's getting clipped.
No,
That's great. That's absolutely. I just learned something. Commitment device. Okay. Interesting. Now, the next one is emphasize. This one's for you. Emphasize strengths. Don't try too hard to fix your weaknesses.
ooh.
No, I'm with that.
Were you with that or against it?
I'm with that.
So,
Work on your strengths.
That is so true.
oh yeah, no. It's your brother that was at anti it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So his brother, we were in I think this is during Ramadan, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a conversation, yeah. And then his brother believed that it's better to work on your weaknesses than your strengths.
No, he didn't say you shouldn't work on your strengths though. But he was saying you should work on everything.
Yeah.
Your strengths and your weaknesses.
I think it depends on your age, you know. Like if you're young
Yeah.
and you have strengths and weaknesses, like you still have, like for example, for me, I was really bad at maths. But like I did work quite hard to do decent.
But what were you good at?
English.
Okay.
Did you do maths at uni? No, you did
Economics,
economics.
yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. But like that's crazy because when I was younger, I was just so bad at maths. So I think it depends on your age. Like if you're at a young age where your brain's more malleable, then you can focus on things that you're not so good at to see if you can become good at it. But if you exhaust all avenues, some people are just not good at maths, even if they work hard. But at least you tried and you found out, okay, this is not my thing. Whereas at an older age, like us now, like I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. So one of my strengths, I think I can manage people well. So without rubbing off on them, if that makes sense. One of my weaknesses is I take some time to understand things. So I don't and I said this before on the podcast, like I don't beat myself up about it. But I just
How do you think, that's actually quite interesting. How do you think you manage people well? I'm not saying you don't, by the way.
Zach's trying to learn how to manage people.
I reckon I'm alright with it now. As I've
No, I think you have a long way to go.
the variety of
You know what it is? It's
life
just-
things have happened.
First of all, if you want to manage I think if you want to manage people well, first of all, you can't work with jokers. So you actually have to work with people that are like,
To be great at what you do, you need to have the right people around you.
yeah, like let's say for example, we need to build a property business. And I've got people that are involved that know what they're doing, but they just need like funding. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They've got a lot of experience. Or compared to like someone else who's like, oh, I might look into property, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So
Bandwagon people.
yeah, so like if you have a core set of people that are actually serious, then it makes managing people easier. So when there's like a clash, for me, it's always like,
You know
everyone's
personalities.
human.
And you know personalities.
You know personalities, yeah. So
Earlier when we had that altercation of whatever happened, yeah?
Mm.
Did I not know that you were going to react a certain way and he was going to react a certain way?
I think you got his one right, but I think you might.
No, I got your one. I got one. Your. I literally said he's gonna laugh.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I literally said he will laugh.
Yeah, but all you
after.
did was guess what our immediate reaction would be, which is like kind of.
But then I also
it's easy to do, bro.
But then now I think
it's the action
wise,
it's the action you take afterwards. That's what matters.
Yeah, dynamic wise, I know how to. I reckon, I know. I don't think like I'm great at anything, but I reckon I know now how to deal with you with certain things and how to deal with you with certain things. I know, for example, you're very laid back with your approach with everything. I think so. It's like, if I was to tell you bad news, you're not gonna flinch. If I was to tell you bad news, amen, you're probably gonna think twice about it, and then you'd be like,
Funnily enough,
which is fine because I'm the same.
Yeah, I'll just say everything that I think.
Yeah.
Innit?
yeah.
The good and the bad, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the pros? What's the cons?
Action plan.
What's next? Yeah. Get cracking.
Interesting.
But I think before we move on, so you've got like the good core team. Having said that, I don't think I'm a natural leader. So if I'm in a position where I'm told to lead or I'm starting my own thing, then I can do it. But if like in assessment centers or like people are given group projects, I naturally I don't get involved much.
Yeah.
Because it's so like.
So how can you lead people if you're not?
It's artificial.
Everyone's fake, bro, in assessment centers. And
It's
I said
artificial,
it.
very artificial.
Everyone's fake.
How can you manage? How can you manage people if you're not a leader? Naturally.
I'm not a natural leader. So if I'm put in a position where let's say I'm hired
to
be a manager, then there's that structure in place already. Okay.
No, I think you're a leader, but you're not a manager.
I think it's the other way around.
Because you're very empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leadership and management are two different things, innit? But you do have leadership qualities. I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. But you do have leadership qualities.
Like what?
Like empathy.
Empathy is important.
But you can't be too
probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Though. No, but it's probably the most important thing in leadership.
Yeah. But I just think like some people take the piss. And you have to be able to
differentiate.
Yeah, you have to be strong, innit?
Yeah.
be firm in what's not compromisable.
There's a red line for everything, yeah.
Interesting. Little digs coming here and there. But
He's trying to say you're not firm.
No, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying to be a good leader from my experience.
yeah, you do need to be
People
firm,
can walk over you if you're too empathetic on your point.
No, I don't think.
Trust me, bro.
If you're,
I also think you need to choose your battles, though.
You can't be too empathetic. You can be soft with how you deal with them or the decisions you make.
You have to deal with them.
Based on the empathy you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you have to deal with them.
You have to deal with them.
Yeah.
But you can't be too empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also choose your battles. And I'm telling you.
Yeah. As a married man. Sorry,
I'm telling you. I didn't say that, but
Bro, that's mad, man.
choose your battles.
It is true. You have to choose your battles. Especially
Lose
with
the
family.
battle to win the war.
Ooh. Wow. Bars.
Think of it how you will, innit? That's it. Money alone is not the solution.
That's true.
What Tim Ferris says is, for example, what we were talking about just previously, you might have the opinion or the feeling that I can't do X because I don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why, like this idea I've got in my head, but I can't do it because I don't have X. We don't need X.
Money's a steroid.
You could go to somebody that has the money. If you might just have the idea, you go to somebody that has the money to invest in the idea that you have
To implement
be
the
able to
idea.
do.
Let me ask you a question. So, let's say you have an idea,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Something that you can't do yourself, but you have an amazing idea.
Yeah.
And you go and you find someone, you tell someone the idea, okay? And
They steal it.
let's say
No,
it's
we're not
been
on
like-
that type of podcast, bro.
Let's say it's been like 6 months and you just haven't done anything.
Yeah.
You're just like being wishy-washy, like you're not serious. Like you just have an idea. And then they like start it with you. And then you're just like being very lazy with it. And they're just like, on this guy, man, I'm doing it all myself.
He's a joke, man.
Yeah, it becomes like, if you're just a joke, man.
So Yahya wants to start a business with you, right? But he's like
We
realized
have perspective.
he's realized
Yeah,
that you're a
perspective,
joke, man.
No, so how would you feel about that?
What do you mean? If somebody done it anyway.
Yeah.
If I was the joke
Would you
man.
take, yeah.
If I was the joke man in a situation.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll just beat myself up about it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't feel in any sort of way until he sees the other like party becoming very successful.
No, but this is the thing. And
I'll genuinely just beat myself up about it.
If it was truly your idea and it's a very unique idea, and someone took your unique idea,
unique, bro. And no, but that's
I get what you mean. I understand what you mean, but
let's just keep it as like a simple idea that
someone took your idea,
okay,
and it was a really good idea,
okay,
and they did really well.
Yeah.
And the reason they took the idea is because you open your mouth, A, and B, you were lazy, right?
Okay.
You'd be vexed.
I would be annoyed, but I'd be annoyed more at myself.
Yeah, that's
Of
my
course.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point.
But some people will be annoyed more at the other person because there's no accountability.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is.
Thank you.
I think
exactly.
I think it's all fine and games and you're all good and whatever if you blame yourself because at least there's that accountability.
Yeah.
If you always blame other people, there's a deficiency.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I mean,
I brought that up because ideas are nothing.
Yeah.
Like they are actually like.
No,
I
but
can't even express
technically,
wind.
it can hold weight within money as well. As in, you can patent an idea.
Bro, you can.
Can you not?
You can.
Let's say I had an idea.
age-
Let's say I had an idea that I genuinely believed would be like millions of pounds, could make me millions of pounds.
Yeah.
I'll patent it.
Cool. Fair enough. Everyone should.
Then
do
you
that,
can't
man.
use it.
So no one can chat anything about. Oh, my idea got stolen because there's just so many people that.
I don't
Yeah.
think you understand how patent laws work. But okay,
Do you want to enlighten us?
Go on and lie on us. I think that is how it
that's a
works.
whole different podcast. Maybe we need to bring someone on for that.
A lawyer.
A liar. Yeah. Anyway, so what was that point?
The point is, money alone is not the solution.
Yeah,
And
strong point.
he also says that one of the reasons why we want to be rich is because we want the rich lifestyle.
Which is freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, we want the flashcards.
we want the
and-
flashcards. We want all of that.
and the holidays.
And he says something which is crazy, by the way. And this is the part where I was just like, yeah, makes so much sense. You can do the things that you actually want to do a lot cheaper than you think. What do you want to do in life? Travel, right? I can guarantee you can travel for £100 or £200. It just depends how you want to travel.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
mindset thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've just unlocked a memory when I was reading this.
Yeah.
So
See, you don't need a cameraman.
I'm gonna try my best to remember it because I might not. But if you have a job, a 9-to-5 job, and you delegate your tasks like to people below you or whatever,
Yeah.
or you just implement the teachings of the book, what that does is it frees up your time.
Yeah.
Now, if that frees up your time, what that then allows you to do is travel in different parts of the year. So like, because now you're
Off-peak hours.
off-peak hours, so now you can travel like in February when everyone else is
No,
going.
there's a half term in Feb, so it's a bit more
No, the
expensive.
first week.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, but then it's Valentine's Day the week after.
Yeah, so like
So basically, if you can,
times like January and
I'm not gonna lie, January is
No.
a sick time to travel.
November's a good time. September's always a good time as well. End of August, not bad.
Yeah.
That's a guy living Skyscanner.
Yeah.
Living Sky's gonna sponsor us, please.
Oh, that would be great, innit?
Oh, that would be sensational.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, let's find who works at
But yeah-
Skyscanner and get them
Yeah,
on the
please
pod.
let us know. You know what? Yeah, this is if somebody knows anybody, we're looking for guests. That's a reality. If you
We got some good guests coming on.
yeah, we do have some good guests coming on. But if you're currently watching this and you're like, you know what? I'd love if these guys had, and you've literally listened this long, it means you're a very nice person, and you're also somebody that listens to us quite a lot. So if you have got to this level and this time of the
Level,
video,
raw. Like,
Yeah, I think it's
this
a
is a
bond.
level, yeah.
yeah, I think you've got to. If you've watched this
Level
long,
6.
yeah. You,
Look, if anyone's watching this right now and you
Yeah.
can hear me, you're actually a real G.
You're
Comment
sick.
down below
You're sick.
what timestamp this was. And yeah.
We'll
And tell us who you wanna see.
We'll send you a Costa drink
Yeah, wallahi, we'll
Ayman-
give you
Ayman
£20
will.
Starbucks.
or Starbucks, yeah.
Starbucks or Costa, whatever you want.
should we start doing that?
Nah.
Yeah, drop
We're not-
random comments and then whoever picks
Yeah.
up on it, first person.
Oh yeah, just DM us on Instagram. That's the best way to do it.
Bro, I checked our DMs the other day. I was like, raw, you man are active.
That's
Yeah.
all Zach.
It's you as well. Don't lie.
Oh,
But how do we get sidetracked so quickly?
But basically, yeah, if you're actually watching and you have a connection with someone that you know and you
That
can,
could be a good guest.
yeah,
please
bring them on.
let us know, man.
Let us know.
Don't tell us, oh, bring this guy, bring that guy. You have to have that connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be like no rubbish people. Not that
That's so
anyone's
rude.
rubbish, but
No one's rubbish, bro. Everyone's
Serious
life has
people.
meaning.
serious.
Listen, I've always said 10-minute men.
What's that?
Some people are 10-minute men or women.
Okay, I'm going to now just say that we're at
I'll
the
talk about
hour
this
mark.
another time.
We're at
Anyway,
the hour mark.
Yeah. That's,
Are we?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
No, we can't be.
I mean, it's
We're
been
getting
about
there, we're getting
45 minutes to 50 minutes.
There's
50
quite a bit that
minutes,
we need to
50
go
minutes,
through.
5
All right, we've got time.
Cool.
What is it gonna run out?
The next one is relative income matters far more than absolute income.
Okay.
So this is what we were talking about right at the beginning. Relative income, I'm gonna burp. It's time and money. Absolute income is just money. Our parents, money. How we want to live our life, if we want to be the new rich, is time and money. Understand?
Interesting.
And then the last one is distress is bad, but eustress is good. Distress is like harmful stress that makes us feel weaker. And what the new rich do is they embody eustress, which is like the stretch zone. You know when you're going to the gym and it's a stretch zone, you're out of your comfort zone, but you're not in that panic mode and it helps you grow. So we should all be in that type of stress where it's like the eustress, where it's like, I feel like I'm becoming a,
You're growing.
yeah,
Yeah.
lovely.
That's like you doing the podcast.
Yeah.
You stress. I mean, you were stressed that you weren't doing it before.
Yeah.
When you start doing it, it's still stressing, but it's good stress.
Yeah. What was the? So there's actually a graph of that's kind of like a bell curve.
This guy's always talking about graphs.
So you have the y-axis, and actually like
He's such a mathematician,
imagine
isn't
this,
he?
yeah. So you got a y-axis.
I'm not
which
good at
is-
maths.
Yeah.
You got the y-axis, which is your level of your productivity, and then you got the x-axis, which is your
Stress levels.
stress levels,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like a curve. So at low stress levels, you're a bit productive, and then you get to a point where you have a healthy amount of stress. That's your most productive. If
The
you've got
sweet
zero
spot.
stress, yeah. If you've got zero stress, you're not doing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing. But then it gets to a point where you surpass that optimal amount, and then it becomes just
That's like the
bad.
rich boy lifestyle, isn't it? The guys that have rich dads, they don't need to do anything because
They've got everything.
they're minted.
Yeah. But going back to relative,
But I
Do
think,
you remember what I was talking to you about just now? Comfortability.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like I was saying this to him when we were getting the equipment before you came. And I was saying how I think when I got married, I got to a level of comfort. And that stress, that eustress, I didn't have it with me. I was having this conversation with my wife yesterday. I was saying, I'm not gonna lie, like I did get comfortable. And I feel like Ramadan came at the right time for me because it just checked me and I was just like, you know what? I can't keep being comfortable. I thought otherwise I'm just gonna stay where I am and just be like, yep, lovely, I'm here. I've
you
done
have to be in a constant state
of stress.
eustress.
Eustress, not distress.
uncomfortability. Don't be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was speaking to one of my cousins, and just talking about like some not really personal stuff, but just I was saying to him like there's certain things that I'm a bit unsure of, and he was basically saying like you need to put yourself in a little bit of discomfort to grow. Otherwise, if you're just constantly comfortable, you don't grow.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah.
We mentioned it earlier.
You just got to be calculated. But on the point of relative income, as soon as you said that, I didn't. So you said it's time and money.
Time and money, yeah.
So when I was in university, I did a course called social economics, and it was so interesting. It was like the people we're learning about happiness, and people don't actually care about how much money they have or how much money they earn. They care about how much it's more than the people around them.
The rat race.
So if I'm making £20,000 a year and everyone that I know is making What, £20,000 a year is like,
It's nothing.
you know?
Yeah.
But if everyone around you is making £5,000 a year,
You get that.
You're a king.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
I mean, 4-hour work week. I think I didn't read the book, but I watched some videos about it. I think the author does say that if you take a UK salary and go and live in Thailand, you're living really well.
Great, man.
I've seen
Like
mansions for like,
You're on 30k a year,
yeah, you're living,
which is really low in the UK. Not really low. It's like, I think average. It's
30k. You're not surviving here with 30k.
it's okay in the UK. If you live alone.
If you live like, as in you
if
move
you,
out.
as a
What's that
bachelor,
month?
you live alone, whatever.
You're not,
2,000?
1987. I know it to the T.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
the salary
I
out.
don't know
Do
how,
that?
how much is it.
It's actually not my salary. Just let everybody know.
187.
Yeah.
But 1987 in Thailand,
Yeah.
you're living like a king.
Yeah. And you're saving money.
And time.
That's mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard like taxi drives are like a couple pennies.
Crazy.
I don't know if it was Thailand.
And
or,
it's good weather most of the time.
Yeah, it's
But getting
basically
there is the-
constant holiday destination.
Yeah.
But you're living a holiday and you're doing 2 hours or 3 hours of work a day.
Let's go Thailand. Wallahi, let's go.
My friend went, someone
Let's
I
go,
know,
man.
he went for a whole year
Swear.
and he was doing Muay Thai training the whole time because he had so much
Pound?
time. Not Pound, his friend. The
Badder.
Algerian guy.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
See, these guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
so many mutuals. I always just have to take a step back.
That's sick, man. That's
He
really
just went there the whole year.
Is the camera still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, sorry.
Before we lose track and whatnot, yeah. The main, I think we'll wrap it up with the main few things. Most people, what we can differentiate between most people and the new rich is, most people would rather be unhappy than uncertain.
Most people would rather be unhappy. Wow.
Than uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
And the new rich would rather be uncertain than unhappy.
Buzz.
And I think that's the best way to like. There was something that I did want to do right at the end, but I think keep
Go
it
on.
short and
You
sweet,
sure?
man.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
You know what? Let's do this.
Sure.
Let's do this. Hey, man, I'm gonna ask you this question. Yeah.
Ask me the question.
Have you ever felt scared about something?
Have you ever been in love?
I guess so, yeah.
These people are just on their phones. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, guys.
I'm allowed to be on my phone.
That's
I'm behind
true.
the camera.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
yeah, have you ever been scared about doing something? Let's say, for example, you had an idea. What he was saying earlier, you had an idea about something.
Yeah, always.
And you really wanted to do something.
Always.
And then
And
you
you're
open your
scared.
mouth.
Always.
Cool. I'm gonna ask you 6 questions.
Okay.
Okay. First one. What are you not doing because you're scared? Name it.
There's a video on a shoot. I haven't shot it yet.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, probably because I'm scared it's going to be rubbish.
Okay. Ooh. What are you not missing out on by not doing those things?
What am I not missing out on?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, what are you missing out on by not
Oh.
doing those things?
A lot of things, innit?
Like,
Like actually getting the video done.
what's the value from it?
I'm listening. Don't worry. Sorry.
The value from it. Learning something new
Okay.
and making something amazing.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because it might be rubbish. Might flop.
What's the absolute worst case scenario?
It's going to flop.
Okay. If the worst happened and it did flop, how would you fix it?
Do another one.
Okay. If you could go back to how things were before you made the change, how would you do it?
What do you mean? That question doesn't make sense.
So you said if it flopped, you would just do another one, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, let's say you went back to right at the beginning.
Yep.
Before you made that change where you wanted to actually do it. What would you do anything differently?
So I've done the video and I've gone back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So what's stopping you?
Probably laziness, isn't it?
That's it. Because
So everyone's just lazy. You're all lazy.
no,
Guys
no,
listening
no,
at home.
The reality is this.
The solution to your life problem is to stop being lazy.
No, the reality is this. What I'm trying to get at is this. You want to do something.
Yeah, just do it.
No, 100%. But
I
you
mean,
want to do something. You're
Nike
scared.
says it the best, isn't it?
Just do it.
Just do
By
it.
the way, you know where that comes from?
The guy that invested.
No. And I found out yesterday in the movie. Just do it comes from a guy on death row. They asked him, what's your last words? He goes, just do it.
No way.
I was like, the whole slogan comes from that.
That is
it's
a
crazy,
way to
innit?
go, man.
I mean, the person about to die probably is in the best position to give you some good life
Marketing
advice.
secrets.
Some good life advice. He's about to die. He knows he's about to die.
Point is, these mitigating fear questions are meant to be like a thing that if you're feeling like, Tim says this himself, he goes, if you, I'm speaking like he's my friend, but if you feel like you're scared about something, ask yourself these questions.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because it puts you, because you're always scared and you don't actually
You have to check yourself in it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't check themselves, but I already know. Like I've asked myself all these questions
No, it's a laziness thing.
because I've been thinking about this video for a while, and I just haven't done it. So just get cracking. But I need what do you call it? A commitment device.
Jeez.
Bloody hell, we're using buzzwords now.
Big words.
And
yeah.
if
So
you do that,
if you can't do the thing that you want to do,
delegate.
get a commitment device and somehow get it done.
Delegate.
Yeah. So my
And I think
in your
commitment
field-
device.
you know in your
My
field,
commitment device is post something every single day, no matter what.
Oh my God. Did you see, what's his name? The Moroccan influencer. He's got Project 50.
Kayla.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
doing 50 days of posting something every day.
Mm.
And like, even though some days, I don't know if he's finished it now, but some days they were really short. It's like, wow,
Still done
like, yeah, still done it.
Yeah.
Like decent quality. as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Very
just
good
do it.
quality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Just do something every single day and your creativity just grows.
We like to see it. And you know what? I think with that,
With that being said,
we've reached the end of the episode. Guys, listen. Thank
If
you so
you
much.
liked the episode, hit the like button. If you didn't like the episode, hit the like button anyways. Subscribe to the channel because it's good for us, but it's better for you because you get to see our amazing content. There's a lot of things planned for the next few episodes.
Like,
comment.
subscribe,
Comment.
do all of that.
Oh yeah, the comments are very important.
They
Engage
are
with us,
very
innit?
important.
We want to know what you think.
And one thing I will say is, in the description, we'll have a link to the 4-hour work week for you guys to actually read it yourselves. And obviously we get a little kickback from that link. And if you do end up reading it, please let us know how it's impacted your life. And another thing is, if you don't like reading it,
I'm picking the next book.
I was just about to say, do you want to ask the audience?
And I'm going to tell them what the book is, and the link will be in the description so you can read it. So that the next time we talk about it, or maybe you can like send us questions or things to talk about on Instagram, and we'll talk about it. And the book is called Emotion by Design by Greg Hoffman, who was the marketing genius at Nike.
At night.
at night.
Yeah. He was on
What's his name?
RVCO.
Greg Hoffman,
You definitely
bold, tall guy, mixed race.
All right, send me a link to that. Cool.
Cool.
That's it.
I think
Or
that's
you
it,
can listen to
guys.
that Diary of CEO podcast and
No, listen to us. Guys, thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much.
much.
Take care of yourself. Spend time with your family. And until the next episode. Peace.
peace.
See you later.